Okay, the date is the 2nd of June 2016. You're with Ashley Wright, and we're going to be looking at Unit 67, Learning Objective 3 to 4. So I'm going to start off with checking links and keywords, which is Learning Objective 3.1. I created this article a little while ago, as you can see by the date, and it was essentially for Geordie Shore spoiler gallery, just promoting some of the stuff I'd already done, which was taken directly from the show. So let's check some key links. First, we've got Geordie Shore here, which is hyperlinked. As you can see, when I hover over it, a hand icon appears to show that it's working. Give it a click, and we're in. Simple as that. Go back, click another, and they all work. So that's a really simple way of checking. Obviously, if they don't work, we can go back to the content creator server, which is Noah, and we can do it through there and just change it, which is a really simple way of doing it. So for 3.2, we're going to look at identifying risks that messages might be labelled as spam. As you can see, this is MTV's official site, so there's not going to be any risk of spam. Everything here is trustworthy because it can only be created by a member of MTV. And if there's anything on here that's not really appropriate anyway, we can always remove it. But everything has to be cleared by editors first anyway. So there's like many layers to make sure that it can't be spam, especially on the site. When it comes to click-through tracking, we've got drop-down menus and stuff so we can see where we're going. However, the quickest way is just to go back. As you can see, we drop through there, and that's just how we track, stuff like that. So quite simple. Lots of these have like tracking essentially, like as you go through the galleries, you can see where the next one is and where the last one was. So really simple layouts. And sending messages to targeted customers in accordance with the plan. So we agree the message among the team. For example, like my role within Geordie Shore was to create spoiler galleries and spoiler articles. These were then used to promote the show itself. So that message was already agreed upon before we sent it to our to the audience. But you can see, you know, it's quite a clear message. If you click Geordie Shore, it's all about Geordie Shore. It's all about spoilers again for the newest episodes. So it's consistent, which is good. And that's how the messages are sent. So we don't actually directly email anyone or send anyone links and stuff, but they can always share it on their Facebook. It'll be promoted on our Facebook, our Twitter, and as such, and that's how they can access our messages. So we've also got a reporting system for deliverables. If I went on to Noah, unfortunately I don't have the account at the moment because I've already left MTV Digital. However, in theory, what I would do is go before publishing. I'd check it and make sure that all the links are working, and then after sending, if it doesn't fully send first, it will come up as pending. If the pending status doesn't go away after about 20 minutes, then it probably hasn't worked, so I need to talk to a senior member of staff or try and resend it again, which is a really simple way of doing it. We're going to move on to 4.1 now. Record undelivered messages in accordance with reporting system. So, as I just spoke about, it's not direct messaging, so there's no need for saving stuff. However, we need to make sure that we're not sending it twice, essentially. Now, luckily, Noah doesn't let you do this. As soon as you send it, if it publishes once, it won't publish twice. So, essentially, you could keep clicking published, and as soon as it works, it'll only work once. So that's very good. So there's no need for repeat communication requirements, stuff like that. And that's all pretty much, apart from, we have monitor and evaluate the responses to digital marketing against agreed criteria. So, like I was talking about, when we monitor the responses, we can see this through like our Facebook and Twitter, see what people are saying. This is essentially how we communicate with our audience mostly. Like we have the articles on MTV, but we also have all of this background promotion coming from Twitter and Facebook and social networks. So we can see as they comment, tag, send us like, you know, stuff, the amount of likes we're getting, retweets, all that sort of stuff. That's how we sort of get a understanding of our target audience and evaluate their responses. We report the findings of the evaluation in accordance with the organisational procedures. So essentially, when we have all the findings and understanding of our results, so for example, the amount of likes and stuff, it gets correlated into graphs and stuff like that, and that's how we see if these were successful or not, which is a really good way to measure success. We have a weekly meeting which tells us what was the highest performer on the site and what didn't do so well. And luckily the spoiler galleries have been nothing but a success. So that's been really positive. Okay, bye.